Have you ever woken up, looked down, and realized nothing's happening? No morning wood, no sign of life, just stillness. It's easy to shrug it off. Maybe you were tired, maybe it's just age, but deep down, it doesn't feel right, does it? You used to wake up with energy, with power, with confidence. Now it feels like your body is slowly shutting the door without telling you why. Here's something you need to know. It's not about desire, it's about blood flow. You might still feel the spark in your mind, still have the urge, the craving, the connection with your partner. But if your body isn't getting the signal through, if blood isn't reaching where it needs to go, that spark fades before it has a chance to ignite. And this is more common than you think. Men over 50, even those in good shape, can start experiencing subtle shifts in circulation that quietly sabotage their erections. It doesn't happen overnight. It creeps in, slowly, silently. So how do you know it's happening to you? There are 3 key signs your blood flow might be working against you, and in this video, we're going to break them down. More importantly, I'll show you a simple nightly habit, a drink that takes just 1 minute, to support better circulation and help restore the confidence that every man deserves in the bedroom. No pills, no pressure, just a small change that could bring real results. But before we dive in, if this topic matters to you or to someone you love, take a second to like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe. This channel is here to give men over 50 real science-based support, without shame, without fear, and without fluff. Now let's begin with what's quietly happening inside your body each night. The silent shift that most men never even realize is stealing their strength. So what's actually happening? Why does something that once felt automatic now feel unpredictable, weak, or worse, gone? Here's the truth that most men over 50 aren't told. Erections are not about age. They're about blood flow. Yes, testosterone plays a role. Yes, mental focus matters. But at the core of every strong erection is a simple biological process: healthy circulation. Your penis doesn't get hard from muscle. It gets hard from pressure, blood pressure. When you're aroused, your brain sends signals to relax the muscles around the blood vessels in your pelvis. Those vessels open up, allowing more blood to rush in and then stay trapped to create firmness. Now here's the problem. After 50, your blood vessels begin to stiffen. Just like the rest of your body, they lose flexibility. And when those vessels don't open fully, blood doesn't flow freely, especially down there. Think of your erection like a garden hose. When the hose is new, the water shoots out strong. But over time, if that hose gets kinked, narrowed, or clogged, the pressure weakens, the stream fades, even if the faucet's still on full blast. That's exactly what happens in your body. And here's something most men miss. Circulation naturally slows down at night. Your heart rate drops. Your blood vessels cool. Your body is preparing for rest, not action. Which means if your circulation is already struggling, nighttime is when it shows. That's why morning wood disappears for so many men in their 60s, not because they've lost desire, but because their blood just isn't getting there. But now that you understand the real issue, you're in a position to fix it. And in just a moment, we'll talk about the 3 silent habits before bed that might be making things worse, and how to reverse them with something as simple as what you drink. Let's keep going. Now that we know poor circulation is often the real reason behind fading erections after 50, let's talk about what might be silently making it worse, especially at night. Most men don't realize that their evening routine could be setting them up for failure in the bedroom, not because of what they're not doing, but because of a few small habits they've never questioned. Here are 3 of the most common ones. Habit number 1, sugary snacks or juice before bed. You know that late-night cookie or glass of juice that seems harmless? Turns out, those innocent treats can do a lot more damage than you'd think. Here's why. When you eat sugar before bed, your blood sugar spikes, and your insulin goes up to manage it. But elevated insulin levels at night can actually lower testosterone and increase inflammation, both of which make it harder for blood to flow freely, especially to the areas that matter most. Even a handful of crackers or fruit juice can trigger this cycle. And over time, that sugar crash becomes a hormone crash, quietly sabotaging your erections. Habit number 2, drinking ice-cold water. Late at night. It sounds refreshing, right? But cold water before bed can constrict your blood vessels, especially in cooler environments or for men with already reduced circulation. When your blood vessels shrink, the flow becomes sluggish, and that affects every part of your body, including your penis. Your body wants to relax and open up during the night. Icy drinks work against that. Instead, try room temperature or warm water. It's easier on your system, especially when your goal is better blood flow. Habit number 3, going to bed slightly dehydrated. Here's one most men never consider. If you haven't had enough water throughout the evening, your blood becomes thicker. And thicker blood doesn't flow easily. It moves slower, struggles to reach the smaller blood vessels, and can reduce oxygen delivery to your pelvic region. The result? Weaker morning erections, or none at all. Many men stop drinking water in the evening to avoid waking up to pee, which is understandable. But if you overdo it and become dehydrated, you're hurting your overall performance. Instead of skipping water altogether, try sipping a small, warm drink 30-60 minutes before bed. That way, you hydrate your system without flooding your bladder. These 3 habits, sugary snacks, cold drinks, and light dehydration, seem harmless. But night after night, they add up. The good news? They're easy to fix. And in just a moment, I'll share a powerful 1-minute drink that not only avoids these problems, it actually helps reverse them by supporting better blood flow while you sleep. Let's get into it. So what can you do about it? What if, instead of just avoiding the wrong habits, you could add something simple to your evening routine, something that works with your body to support circulation, energy, and yes, stronger erections? The answer might be as simple as what's in your kitchen. I want to introduce you to a 1-minute nightly drink that's been quietly helping men over 50 wake up feeling more alive and more confident. It doesn't require any pills, powders, or expensive supplements, just a few natural ingredients backed by real science and used for centuries. The ingredients and why they work. 1. Pomegranate juice, 2 ounces. Pomegranate is rich in antioxidants called polyphenols. These help support nitric oxide, a molecule that tells your blood vessels to relax and open, allowing more blood to flow where you need it most. Pomegranate also supports heart health, which directly impacts erectile health, because the same blood vessels are involved in both. Make sure it's 100% juice with no added sugar, even better if it's tart. 2. Fresh ginger, a few thin slices or grated. Ginger helps reduce inflammation and supports healthy testosterone levels. It also improves circulation and keeps blood vessels flexible, a major win for men dealing with age-related stiffness, not just in the joints, but below the belt. Drop it into warm water or lightly steep it like a tea. 3. Warm water, about 4 to 6 ounces. Warm water helps your body absorb the nutrients more efficiently and prevents the constriction you'd get from cold drinks. It also gently supports hydration, without overwhelming your bladder. Optional. Add a squeeze of fresh lemon juice. It supports digestion, has mild cleansing properties, and brings a refreshing taste. How to prepare it takes less than 1 minute. Pour 4 to 6 ounces of warm, not hot water into a small glass. Add 2 oz of unsweetened pomegranate juice. Drop in 2 to 3 thin slices of fresh ginger or a pinch of grated ginger. Optional, squeeze in a bit of lemon, stir gently, sip slowly about 30-60 minutes before bed. This simple drink does 3 powerful things: boosts nitric oxide for better blood flow, supports testosterone, naturally keeps you gently hydrated overnight. It doesn't make false promises, it's not a magic bullet. But for many men, this gentle, consistent routine has led to noticeable changes in morning erections, energy, and confidence, often within a few days to a few weeks. And remember, it's not just what's in the glass, it's the message you're sending your body. You're saying, I care about my health, I care about my strength, and I'm ready to take it back. Now that you know the drink, let's talk about something even more important. What this all really means for your identity, your confidence, and your future as a man over 50. Let's pause for a second. Because if you've been struggling, if you felt like your body just isn't listening anymore, you might be carrying a quiet belief that many men hold but rarely speak out loud. Maybe I'm broken. Maybe this is just how it ends. Maybe I've passed the point of no return. But I'm here, as a medical professional and as someone who's worked with countless men just like you, to say clearly, you are not broken. You're not weak. You're not failing. You're not less of a man because your body isn't working the way it used to. You're human. And like any machine, any system, the body responds to inputs. It responds to the food you give it, the thoughts you feed it, the habits you repeat. And the good news is, even one small shift can change everything. For some men, it's switching from cold water to warm before bed. For others, it's eliminating that sugary snack. And for many, it's making this simple drink a new nightly ritual, one that signals to their body, we're back in control now. One habit might not seem like much, but when done consistently, with intention, it becomes a message to your body, a message that says, I haven't given up. I still believe in my strength. I still have desire, purpose, connection, and I'm not done. And guess what? Your body responds. Even after 60, even after setbacks, your body still listens and still wants to serve you. It just needs your support. So if you've been living with shame, frustration, or silence, I hope you hear this as permission to let that go, to start again, and to start simple, because confidence in the bedroom doesn't begin with a pill. It begins with understanding, consistency, and hope. And tonight might be the best night to begin. So here we are. You've learned what's really behind the fading strength in the bedroom after 50. You've seen how small, silent habits, like sugary snacks, cold water, or dehydration, can quietly block your body from doing what it's still capable of. And now you have a simple, natural drink, a 1-minute ritual, to support your body instead of fighting it. The only question left is, will you try it? Tonight, pour a glass of warm water, add that splash of pomegranate, drop in a slice of ginger, take a slow sip. And as you do, remember, you're not just drinking something, you're telling your body, I'm still here and I still care. If you decide to give this a try, even just for a few nights, I'd love to hear how it goes. Drop a comment below and type ready if you're making this your new nightly habit. Let's make this a space where men support each other, where we learn without shame and take action without fear. If this video spoke to you, if it gave you clarity, encouragement, or even just a small sense of hope, please like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. We're here to support men over 50 with real, honest, science-backed advice, because aging should never mean giving up. It should mean growing stronger, one habit at a time. I'll see you in the next video.